In Hebrews 11, we find a reference to many of what is called the heroes of the faith. People like Abraham is referred to, Daniel is referred to, and various others. If we go through to Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1 and 2, we read, "As for us, we have this large crowd of witnesses around us. So then, let us rid ourselves of everything that gets in the way, and of sin, which holds on to us so tightly. And let us run with determination the race that lies before us. Let us keep our eyes fixed on Jesus." Now, perhaps I need to make a bit of an explanation. Think of an athletics stadium. You have the pavilion on the one side and the runners competing in this race around the track. Now, if you can have a look at this stream of, let's call it, spectators in the stadium, those would be the heroes of the faith. They're looking at you and me competing in this race. And they're not merely spectators, but they are encouragers as well. They would encourage us to do it better, to run faster. Now, C.T. Studd and his two brothers in the 1800s were cricketers in England, very famous cricketers. They referred to the three brothers as the three studs in the team. They became very famous. After C.T. Studd's conversion to Jesus Christ, though, he continued playing cricket for some time. And then one day, they say, he was walking along on a pavement in London, and on the wall next to him he saw a poster, and he came closer to read this poster, and the words were as follows. It said, "If I firmly believed, as millions say they do, that the knowledge of a practice of religion in this life influences destiny in another, then religion would mean to me everything. I would cast away earthly enjoyments as dross, earthly thoughts and feelings as vanity. Religion would be my first waking thought and my last image before sleep sank me into unconsciousness. I should labor in its cause alone. I would take thought for the marrow of eternity alone. I would esteem one soul gained for heaven worth a lifetime of suffering. Earthly consequences would never stay in my head or seal my lips. Earth, its joys and its griefs, would occupy no moment of my thoughts. I would strive to look upon eternity alone, and on the immortal souls around me, soon to be everlastingly happy or everlastingly miserable. I would go forth in the world and preach to it in season and out of season, and my text would be, what shall it profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his own soul? This was signed by an atheist. It led to C.T. Studd to have a couple of his own famous sayings. One would be, if Jesus Christ is God and he died for me, then no sacrifice can be too great for me to make for him. and also only one life. It will soon be past. Only what's done for Christ will last. In February 1885, he ended his cricketing career and went to join Hudson Taylor doing mission work in China. He spent quite a number of years as a missionary in China, but ill health forced him to return to England for some time. After serving the Lord Jesus in a number of places thereafter, such as India and Sudan, he felt called in 1913 to start a work in the Belgian Congo, which later was called WEC, Worldwide Evangelization Crusade. And after serving the rest of his life as a missionary in the Congo, he finally passed away on the 16th of July, 1931, at the age of 70. Another of his well-known sayings read as follows: "Some want to live within the sound of church or chapel bells. I want to run a rescue shop within a yard of hell." And in heaven today, I guess, he joined this large crowd of witnesses, encouraging you and me to run with determination the race that lies before us. Tell me, are you enrolled in this race at all? Or otherwise, how are you doing in this race? Will you one day be receiving this crown of victory of which we read in 1 Corinthians 9 verse 24? Run then in such a way as to win the prize. Any further information can be obtained from Johanna Deer, from the telephone numbers or the contact details on the screen. God bless you.